go. Stream is up. Alright, cool. Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first round of the DBS Season 1, Tier 1, or also known as Driven by Speed. My name is KD1997. Back at the commentary box for you. Back after a week of doing preseason races last week. It is finally time for the season to begin. The opening round here at the Circuit Paul Ricard here in the Castellier here in France. Now, of course, it's one of the most historic tracks on the F1 calendar. Of course, this track made its return back in 2018. Probably one of the tracks I'd probably say is a love/hate sort of track, but it's a lot. You can have some good action, boring action, depending on how the race goes. So the track itself is a 5.9 kilometer circuit, or in terms of my terms of the Imperial system, it's a 3.6 mile circuit. 15 turns, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and with 2 DRS zones, one down the pit straight and another one down the back straight, or also known as the Mistral straight, but we'll get to that track guide in a moment time. But anyway, it looks like we're going to get some drivers out and about as well. We did have a little bit of a delay as well due to Codemasters delaying us from getting on here on the original start time, which was supposed to be 8:30 p.m. about half hour ago, but on Australian Eastern Standard Time, but unfortunately because there was an update, we had to wait a little bit longer, and there's a couple of drivers that appear to be out. One of them would be Lane Everingham, who is in the Williams. He unfortunately cannot make it to this race, and same with Banana Josh in the Alfa Romeo. So those two drivers are unfortunately will not be participating for this opening round of the series. So in the meantime, we'll start with just 18 drivers on the grid, and that's pretty much what we'll settle with for today. So we're starting off with qualifying now. It's just started about now 2 minutes ago, and we will get this underway. We'll give you a little bit of a tour guide as well of the place, and thank you, Lane, as well for the weather update. Dry in both qualifying and the race is what we are expecting for the race here in France. So in the meantime, we'll go ahead and ride on board with Ned Hunt My Dog to give us a little bit of a tour guide around the circuit Paul Ricard. So here we go, down the pitch straight, opening the rear wing for DRS towards turn 1, reaching speeds of over 320 kilometers an hour, braking into the first corner, 4th gear up to 5th gear to turns 1 and 2, short shifting up to 5th at the exit. Now we come up towards turn 3, use 4th gear down to 3rd, maybe 4th as well, between 4 and 5, turns 4 and 5 now at the end of the first sector, towards turn 6, and now at to turn 7, down the back straight, open up the rear wing again for DRS, down the Mistral straight, or the first half of the Mistral straight, once again over 320 kilometers an hour, braking there at nearly 50 meters, 4th, short shift to 3rd, up to 4th at the exit, down the other part of the Mistral straight into the end of the second sector, now towards Seeing corner, one of the corners I know in particular in terms of its name. That is turn 10, and into turn 11, the long right-hander of Lafonse. You have a little bit of a tip as well. Neck goes a little bit wide there. Go into 4th, up to 5th. I usually take it 5th in that corner. Now it's towards turn 12. Short shift to 3rd. I take it 4th normally, but he does it 3rd, down to towards turn 13, and now into turn 14, down to 4th. Short shift to 2nd at the final corner. DRS open, up towards the line for Ned Hunt My Dog, and is a 1 minute 28.5 on the soft compound tire for the Alfa Romeo. So there you go. That is your very first lap there. Dan the Racer does a 1 minute 30.8 on the soft tires as well. James Cruz a 1 minute 30.1 as well. So lots of more drivers looks like they're coming towards the line. Who's that? That looks like to be a Ferrari. The vision is validated. Unfortunately, Cantu Crap did a lap actually with a 1 minute 30.4. Absolute unit. 1 minute 28.9. Now he's actually taking over for Lunacy, who switched over to being a reserve driver. So Absolute Unit will be the full-time driver along with False Equation in the Alpine. Of course, Alpine looking to get a good result in their home Grand Prix. A few more times came through. Tim Mann, 1 minute 29.6 on the mediums. Butler, 1 minute 29.9 on the mediums. Konaus, 1 minute 29.9 on the softs. James Crew, actually I mentioned about James. Big Chich, 1 minute 30.3 on the medium tire, and that is it for the moment so far. And I think we've got someone that's about to start a lap. That's Bodhod in the Red Bull that's going to start his flying lap very shortly. Lucky Rex right behind. Looks like he's about to set probably his first flying lap, I would say, or end his first flying lap in the Haas. See what he can do on the medium compound tire. Tim is currently the leading car on that. And we've got yellow flags as well. A lot of cars bunched up there from the way it looks. In the end of the second sector, here comes Lucky Rex crossing the line. 1 minute 30.4 for the Haas. And False Equation follows that up with a 1 minute 30.2 on the soft tire. So there you go. We've got some times already come across the board. Next looks like to be, I think that would be Stone Cell, I think, or Kirby. No, it's another McLaren. Oh, never mind. Spencer was picked out of his lap. So BCP looks like he'll be doing his lap very shortly. Yeah, so there you go. And we've got more yellow flags. Obviously, that's for, it looks like a Haas slowing down, getting out of the way. That might be, I think, either Dan the Racer or Blocky. It is Dan the Racer getting out of everyone's way. Along with the Williams there, I think that would be Orphan Drop. And he did a time as well of a 1 minute 29.3 on the soft compound tire. So he is looking at provisional 5th place at the moment. So yeah, the now normally in this track, as far as strategy-wise, I know it's usually a one-stop. I know that from like F1 2019 and 2020. It did vary. I remember from 2020, some people went soft hards. I remember, or either medium hards in some cases. But we'll find out what everyone does. Surely here comes BCP to cross the line. And it is a 1 minute 30.1. Which sets him into 9th place at the moment for the Aston Martin. So let's see who's coming up. Looks like to be Kirby. Unfortunately, he hasn't validated his lap time. Looks like he ran a little bit too wide there at the exit of turn 2. That is a very easy mistake to do. Yeah, a lot of areas this track you can get wrong in terms of its track limits. It's very annoying, I would say. Most annoying, like I mentioned before, turns 1 and 2. The entry of turn 1, you can cut too much of it, get invalidated. You can go wide of the exit of turn 2, you can invalidate there as well. But the curves are even worse in this game because sometimes if you do go wide, the car will end up pretty much spinning on you. So you've got to be very, very careful about how you handle those curves as well. And we have about 9 minutes 35 seconds left here in qualifying. Now, I'm not sure if a lot of the drivers are just doing some, like, you know, some little bit of stinker laps before they just go out in the mediums, or if that's probably what the true pace will be, but we'll have to wait and see. But I probably would assume that pole's probably going to be somewhere like a low 28 if that is the case on a soft tire. Mediums looks like to be fairly where everyone should be. But I haven't really done any league race so far around this track on this game so far. So I can't really say too much, but I know in other leagues I could participated in from last season, I know times would be like somewhere in the 28s, sometimes even 27s. But maybe it's different for this one. And we've got more yellows. That appears to be a Ferrari slowing down lane through some Mercedes. That is Vision letting through one of the Mercs. As Net is invalidated his lap time. So right now, Net is currently your pole sitter at the moment. Absolute Unit in second, Vision in third, and Tim in fourth. And Orphan Drop rounds out your top 5. Bottom, he's finally, looks like he finally got a lap down out of the way. 1 minute 29.9 on the meters, but he did that with three laps. Wow, that's a bit interesting. So he's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting how the tire wear will be, because that's quite a bit of laps on medium tires, especially around here at Paul Ricard. I know the deg around here is pretty, it's a bit of a high deg. This track can wear the tires out pretty easily. And Curving looks like he's put a time on the board. 1 minute 28.9 for the McLaren of Curving, Texas. And just about 300ths off. And look at that, an Alpine on pole position. Absolute Unit with a 1 minute 28.2. So there you go. The Alpine of Absolute Unit right now in pole position by about 3.5 tenths of a second so far for the Alpine driver. Not bad there for trying to represent the home team, of course, in Alpine's backyard here in France. Let's see who's next to cross. If that's Kendrick Craft about to start lap. There you go. I thought the closer would be Blocky, so we'll see what he can do on the softs. This time that he did on the mediums was a 1:30.4. So let's see what this man can do here on the softs. Round in the final corner now. DRS open, coming towards the line now, and it is a 1 minute 29.1, which puts him to 4th for the Haas. Not a bad lap time there. I'm sure he can find a little bit more pace in there somewhere, but not a bad lap there from the Haas driver. Not a bad drive there from the Kiwi. Very sorry about that. Had a little bit of something going on, but anyway, let's see here. Any time changes. Canty Crab has moved up to 3rd with a 1 minute 28.6. Bonehouse in the top 5, 1 minute 28.8. Not a bad drive, not a bad lap there from the Red Bull. And let's see who's next to cross the line. Looks like to be a Mercedes, I believe. Yeah, that would be Stone Towel, but he's doing an out lap at the moment. He'll be getting his lap done very shortly. So I think the next one to cross will be, looks like to be an AlphaTauri. Butler's doing an out lap, so it'll be Dan the Racer. And, oh, hello. I think we got a car that's gone around, I think. Nope, never mind. That's just Vision just getting out of the way of a Williams. Orphan Drop. And nope, Dan bails on his lap, so he goes into the pits. So let's see who we can find next. Vision will be coming to the pits, so let's see. How about Cancer Crab? I think he might be coming into the pits as well. Yeah, so let's see. Who can we find? He's coming to the pits. He'll begin lap done shortly. So Sotel will be, I think, will be the next one to cross. He's on currently on a fine lap. This will be his first lap on the medium tire in the Mercedes-Benz. See what the split is. It's a 50.1. So this tire's probably looking to be somewhere in the 29s, I'd say. Yellow flags. That looks to be, I think that's a Red Bull, or is that a Williams? Oh, that was a Red Bull. It was Botod. Yeah, the colors look. Oh, well, there's another spinner there. Stonetail has spun up around at the exit of turn 12. Get out of everyone's way. So, has he got time for one more? Nope, he bails. So he's going to the pits. He has to get out very quickly, though. There's about 2:37 left on the clock. So if he wants to get a lap done, he's got to get in and out of that garage as quickly as possible. Ned goes quickest now with a 1 minute 28.085. He is now up by over a tenth, so that's provisional pole for the time being. I think all of France is looking at this man, Absolute Unit, who's close to being on pole position. He's on the front row. He just needs to get quicker than a 1 minute 28.0. His teammate, though, right now is hanging on him. Well, now in 10th place. As who was that came across? Tim has improved on his time with a 1 minute 28.3 in the Aston Martin. Let's see, who can we find that's close now? I think that would be another one, another Aston Martin? No, I'm sorry. Trying to see who else is on a lap. Curvin, I think, would be the closest one right now. And then Absolute Unit will be starting his flying lap shortly. But Curving, Texas, and the McLaren. Let's see what he can do. Yellow flags, that seems to be an Alpha Tower that's spun around. Curving, come around the far corner. DRS open, up to the line. Let's see what this McLaren can do. And it is a 1 minute 28.5. He is in 4th place. And I think that's where it'll stand at the moment, unless some more time will be changing. A lot more flying laps about to get underway soon, with under a minute left. KCP crossing the line, 1 minute 29.1, so that puts him into 9th place. And Tim, looks like he's going to have another go on those tires. Alright, so he's going to go for one more lap. Cancer Crap about to start. Absolute Unit, I think, was... Nope, never mind. That is not the right Alp car I was looking for. Sometimes I get a little bit mixed up with these colors for these teams. They do look almost the same. Oh, Cancer Crap runs a little bit wide. That might have cost him a bit of time, but he's lucky that he's not validated, as James Cruz has retired. Lots of more cars coming through towards the line, trying to start their laps. Net's qualifying is officially done. Absolute Units is officially done as well, as he is invalidated, unfortunately. Butler's is done as well, so let's see. All eyes now will lie to false. And the other Alpine, can he get it? Can he at least improve a little bit on his time? Rounding towards turn 14 into 15. Rounding the final corner now. DRS open with the Red Bull behind, up to the line. And it is a 1 minute 29 point flats. Excuse me. Blocky Rex comes across 128.9, so he's in 8th place. And the other Ferrari of Cancer Crap is done for qualifying. Vision is on a lap at the moment. Let's see. Stuntel's qualifying is officially done as well. Did not even set a lap time, unfortunately. Orphan Drop will be the next to cross the line. And he slams into the walls in frustration. He will start 13th on the grid. Unfortunate for the Williams driver there. And I think that might be the end of qualifying. So it'll be NetHUD Mike Dog on pole position. NetHUD Mike Dog on pole position. Absolute Unit will start in second. Tim Ant in third. Vision in fourth, and Curving will round out the top five, splitting the Ferraris. Can't Do Crap will start in sixth. Conehouse in seventh. Blocky in eighth. False Equation in ninth, and then Big Chich will round off the top 10 in the Mercedes-Benz. Alrighty. So there you go. There's your qualifying order. Following that, BCP will start in 11th, Butler in 12th, Orphan Drop in 13th, Dan the Racer in 14th, Honest Crook in 15th, Bolton in 16th, James Cruz in 17th, Stonetel round off in 18th, who did not even set a lap time. So that all the top 10 will start on the soft compound tires, and that's a pretty good size gap there. 1 second splitting between the top 10. So pretty good qualifying session there from pretty much from everybody there. And now we will move on. Oh no. Dan the Racer has left the session. Hopefully we can get him back. But yeah, not a bad qualifying session overall here in France. And now we move on to the race. And if I remember, if memory suits me right, I think it's 28 laps around France. So yeah, it looks like everyone's going to be looking maybe to a one-stop. Maybe we could see a two-stop in play. Who knows? Two-stop is wouldn't be too much of a bad strategy either, but we'll have to see how it goes. Clock strikes 0, and we will get the formation lap going. Get the tires up, of course. And there you go. So yeah, all the top 10 starting on the soft compound, but everyone behind, except for Stonetel, is on the medium tire. Prezzo is on the hard compound tire. So we'll see if he can carry that strategy forward. But anyway, here we go. This will be your starting grid. And good news is Dan the Racer has finally joined back onto the grid. So hopefully he can get into his car, and he should be fine throughout the entire race. And there's your pit strategy there by AWS. They're thinking it's supposed to be a two-stop strategy. Soft, medium. I'd say mostly it's a soft to hard, but we'll have to see how it goes. And it's actually 27 laps, not 28, so I was fairly close. But anyway, so running through the grid one more time. It is the Alfa Romeo of NetHub My Dog on pole position, followed by the home car, or the home team of one of the drivers, Absolute Unit, will start in second place. Tim Ant in the Aston Martin will start in third. Vision 844 in the Ferrari will start in fourth. And Curving will split the McLarens, will start in fifth in the top five. Can't Do Crap in sixth, and the other Ferrari, Conehouse in the Red Bull, will start in seventh place. Blocky Rex in the Haas will start eighth. False Creation, part of the home team for Alpine, will start in ninth. Big Chich gets a little bit too antsy there on the formation lap. Almost ran to the back of the Alpine. Will start in 10th for Mercedes-Benz. Bernard Kepai in the Aston Martin will start in 11th place. Butler in the AlphaTauri will start in 12th. Orphan Drop in the Williams will start in 13th. Will be the low Williams. Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought he was about to run the back of him. No, it's just everyone trying to progress into the grids. And Dan the Racer will start in 14th, and there's the strategy. Also for the medium runners, one-stop strategy, medium hards. Honest Crook in the AlphaTauri will start in 15th. Botthard in the other Red Bull will start in 16th. James Cruz in the McLaren will start in 17th. Then Stonetel will start in the back of the grid. And we'll be on the hard compound tire to start off the race. And it looks like we should get everything underway here. Time for the very first round here. And here we go. The 5 red lights about to come on for the opening round of DBS here in France. It's lights out and away we go. And I think it looks like Absolute Unit got a good start of the line. Oh, a little bit of an overstart there from the McLaren behind. But it's Absolute Unit side by side. 3 wide into turn 1. As Ned, he runs them off the track a little bit there. They go through the penalty zone. But Ned takes the lead of the race. With Absolute Unit right behind. Tim in 3rd. Kirby moves up a spot ahead of the Ferraris into 4th place. But those 3 went 3 wide into turn 1. Luckily, there wasn't anything significantly bad as Bolsa dropping a few places there. Bottas right next to him in the scrap for 14th place. And they're going side by side. Oh, looks like Daniel Racemar got caught up in something as well. He's a little bit further back from the field, about 12 seconds to the next car behind. But good start from Curving as well. 4th place there. Vision had only lost at least 1 position. Blocky lost a position as well, down to 9th place. BCP, BCP's around. He's gone around at Scene Corner. I don't know from what. I don't know if on his own or if it was contact with somebody. I just saw him spin around. That is very unfortunate. He's gone from the top 10 now towards the rear of the field. As now Ned will cross the line to complete the first lap of 27 with a gap of 8/10 of a, well, less than 8/10 of a second now between him and Absolute Unit. From Tim to Curving to Vision, Canty Crack. Big Chick has gained 3 places on the opening lap, and we've got a spinner at Stonetel. I think, and he slams the wall at the pitch straight. I think he might have lost a little bit of his front wing. I'm not sure. He has lost his front wing, end plate of his front wing. He's going to have to go back to the pits. That is very unfortunate there for the Mercedes-Benz. But yeah, great start from Big Chick as well. Gained 3 places on the opening lap. Very good start there from the Mercedes-Benz. And of course, not yet. We won't have DRS until the end of the 2nd lap as Big Chick down the inside into the chicane. Makes the move down on Can't Do Crap. Moves up into 6th place. Nice move there from the Mercedes-Benz. Absolute Unit falling right behind Ned. Ned leading the way by 6/10 of a second between him and Absolute Unit. They kind of split away from Tim a little bit. The gap's now 1 second between the Alpine and the Aston Martin as Curvy now looms all over the back of that Aston Martin. Vision seems to be getting closer as well. These 3 I should say, are getting a little bit of a scrap. And now we end the 2nd lap here. Everyone seems to be coming fairly cleanly, unlike what was the opening lap. Ned sets the fastest lap, 1 minute 31.1. 1 minute 31.839, excuse me. As now the 3rd lap comes and DRS will be enabled. I think that might have been a warning there from Ned as he ran a little bit too wide there at the exit of turn 2. So now this is the time now where drag gets reduced and you have to be within less than a second from the car in front, so absolutely it will get the DRS. I thought for a minute there Ned's car was ghosted. And into the pits goes to Stonetel there to change his front wing. Absolutely trying to get closer there to the Alfa Romeo. It's just a little bit too far back at the moment. 1.5 seconds right now between 2nd and 3rd. Here comes Curry down the inside, looks like, into Scene Corner. And he's going to go on the inside. He's got it done there. Great move there from the McLaren driver up into the podium places now. Goes Curving Texas now to go and hunt down the top 2 if he can. And Blocky seems to... Oh, he's gone a bit fairly wide there. Oh, contact there between... Oh, there goes Orphan Drop. There goes Orphan Drop. He is facing backwards at the end of turn 12. There was contact there between the Haas and the Williams. That is very unfortunate for the admin of DBS of Orphan Drop. He has now dropped down to 14th place. We are now lap 4 of the race. Ned is starting to feel a little bit of the pressure from this Alpine that's looming on the back of him. Absolutely is all over his gearbox as well for the time being. Using overtake as well, you can see on his dash. See how he goes, he's gaining. He's gaining towards the Alpha. He's on the left side of the Alfa Romeo, even before the braking zone. Absolutely now takes the lead of the French Grand Prix. And wouldn't you like that if you're a French fan as well of Alpine, of the home team of Alpine? As absolutely goes into first place and right behind. He's still trying to come back at the Alpine. He's just a little bit too far back at the moment. And now we got a scrap for first and a scrap for third. The way it looks, and maybe a scrap for 8th. Butler right now on the back of Konas. Butler right now the leading runner of the meet. Oh! For a brief moment there, Butler almost lost the car. Stonetail gets a 3-second penalty there for multiple warnings. I was going to say leading runner of the... Oh, hello. What's going on here? Was that PCP that might have caused the yellows? Oh, no, wait. That is Oz Crook that is going around. Not sure if there was some sort of incident. So now it's Ned's turn to bring the pressure on the Alpine. He's all over the gearbox. I was trying to say that Butler is currently the leading medium runner so far in this race. As Orphan Drop gets a penalty there. And it looks like this could be a fairly straight up forward overtake for Ned if he wants to. He's got the slipstream, but he's not close enough. Unlike what Absolute Unit did, he didn't use overtake to try to get past the car in front. Just stayed back. Meanwhile, Baudot and Foster having a scrap. Baudot having himself a pretty good race. Has gained, I think, what, 4 positions so far. Started 16th and now 12th. Let me see who the biggest winners and losers were out of this whole thing. Yeah, Baudot's gained 4 positions. Butler's gained 3. Big Chich gained 4 places. Everybody's done a pretty stellar job. Butler right now the leading medium runner out of the whole lot. As, oh, here comes Tim Anton Vision. Tim on the outside, wheel to wheel into the final corner. Tim trying to hold off the Ferrari there and into the pits. Goes Cantu Crep and Conehouse. And they're making early calls on their pit stops. DRS over with the both the Ferrari and the Aston Martin down the inside. Goes Vision to turn 1. He's got it done there. He's ahead of the Aston Martin into 4th, but ooh, Vision had a little bit of a squirrely exit at the exit of 2. Keeps the car under control. Back to the front. It's Ned, Absolute Unit. Valley for first place. Got DRS again. Doesn't use the overtake. It seems like he's got plenty of energy. He's going to go down to the left side, and he gets it before the braking zone as well. And back into first place goes the Alfa Romeo. Let's see, compared to... Let me look at their telemetries. Ned's got a lot of energy compared to Absolute Unit. He's got 82% so far of battery life in that Alfa Romeo, compared to the Alpine of Absolute Unit, who has 38%. Curving meanwhile is just trying to hold off those 2 cars behind him with the Ferrari and the Aston Martin Vision and Tim Ant. Big Chich, if these guys keep battling, he could get into the fight in this. Butler, though, is not far off. And into the pits now goes Absolute Unit. So this is an undercut attempt to get on Ned Hunt like dog. Carving goes into the pits as well. this will be an undercut attempt on Vision and Tim Ants. As they will stay out, Ned stays out. Here comes Tim down the inside. No, he does not go for the move. He's not close enough. He thought about it for a brief moment, but just decided to hang back a little bit. Butler right now, though, doing a pretty good job at the moment. 5th place on those medium tires. And he seems to be having some a pretty good, comfortable race. And let's see, what did those guys come on? Curving's on the softs. That is a very interesting strategy call. Absolute Unit's gone to the medium tire. So these two will have to make another stop, surely. There's no way they can go to the end of those tires. Obviously, Curving can't. He's got to make another stop to go in another compound. Absolute Unit now in the back of BCP, down the inside. And he's got the move done ahead of BCP. And up into 9th. So Ned's a little bit far ahead by 5.1 seconds. These two are still having a bit of a scrap. Let's see, what does Ned do? Does he go in? Nope, he stays out just a little bit longer. So he's going just a little longer on those soft tires. And Vision comes in now to the pit lane. So now this will respond to Curving. And those guys were battling. They were battling for 3rd place. Victor, meanwhile, stays out. Butler now moves up to 4th. Butler is in 5th place. He's having himself a pretty good race there on those medium tires. I think those mediums are starting to come alive as well. So this is definitely an advantage. There, they can definitely make the one-stop work. And we've got something that's happened there. James Cruz and Blocky, they've had an incident. And a virtual safety car has been deployed. And out comes False. And Curving has managed to get ahead of Vision. But obviously because he's on the soft tire, he'll have to make another stop. But yeah, now we have a virtual safety car deployed because of an incident between, it looked to be between Blocky and James. On the pit straight somehow. Yeah, so now we just wait for the marshals just to clear the debris. And then we can get this race back underway again. Sometimes in this game, I've noticed as well, there'll be moments where it goes from a virtual safety car to a full safety car. I don't think that will be the case for this one. So, I'm really surprised. Ned decides he wants to stay out again. He does not pit. He does not take the advantage of the VSC. And Tim, a 5-second penalty for speeding the pits. Big Chich and Tim finally come in. Alright, so this will be interesting to see how that will play out. Butler obviously will stay out, of course. Because he's on the medium tire, he can keep going. Tim's going to the hard, so he can... So, about 18 laps. That could definitely be doable. He can go to the end on those hard tire. I think it's 18 or 19 laps. But yeah, anyway, I think he can go to the end. So, yeah, Ned does not use the VSC, which is a very interesting call. I would have thought he would have done that. But no, he does not. Orphan Drop gets a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. And Vision has got the undercut on Tim, but Tim will have the DRS to his advantage. Vision does not look very healthy there through those exits. Exit of those corners. Here comes the DRS. And easily passes the Ferrari into 8th. Now he just needs to chase down Curving. So, what does Ned do? Ned stays out still. So obviously he wants to have fresher, I'm guessing fresher hard tires. I mean, you can't really go 18 laps on the mediums if he wants to do that. That wouldn't be doable. We'd have to make another stop. It's kind of like gap of 8.8 seconds between himself and Butler as Curving goes ahead of Orphan Drop for 5th place. Yeah, I'm just wondering, why did he go to the softs? Was there... I know there's times where there's a glitch where, like, if you select a compound, the game sometimes gives you, like, let's say if you select, I don't know, a medium or hard compound, sometimes it'll give you, like, an opposite. Like, it'll give you a medium compound when it gives you, when you want a hard compound. I wonder if that's the same case with Curving, but I'm not sure. Sam's trying to push incredibly hard. Oh, and Orphan drops out. He is out. He is crashed at the exit. But where is his car? There it is. He is crashed at the exit of turn 7. He must have put the throttle down too hard, and now we've got... Oh, there we go. A full safety car has now been deployed. So there you go. That now plays into the hands of Ned. That's a bit of an interesting way to take the pit entry. I'm sure if one of those Series Vipers that saw that pit entry, probably would be a 5-second penalty. Oh, no way! Butler gets a drive-through penalty as he was going into the pits. Oh, that is incredibly unfortunate. So, Ned now pits for medium tires. So the safety car obviously will go for, like, what, 2 or 3 laps? So if it goes for a while, this could benefit Ned. And there's Absolute Unit. Yep, so there's the benefit of the safety car. He just stays behind the Alfa Romeo. Well, this will be very interesting how this strategy will pan out for Ned. So he thinks he can go to the end of the mediums for what will be, what would it be, about like 15 laps he will do? Actually, I think that could be doable. Tim, we obviously know, will go to the end. Absolute Unit's got to do at least another 15, but 15 or 16 laps, so I just cannot see that being possible. And Sertal goes in. I saw you got a 5-second penalty there for speeding in the pits. Right, so some more changes there. Curvy now goes on the hards as well. He's in 11th place because he came out of the pits on his first pit stop on the soft tire. I probably will assume that wasn't the tire that he wanted, but if it was the strategy he was intending, I don't know what he's thinking if he wanted to go to the soft tire. But yeah, now the order changes quite a bit. So Ned's in the lead, but Ned's still in the lead. Top two still haven't changed. Absolute Unit's in 2nd place, with Vision behind him in 3rd. Tim is in 4th, sandwiched in between the Ferraris of Vision and Cantor Craft is in 5th. Bitchich still remains in 6th place. And I think he can try to go to the end on those mediums, but might be a bit tall order, but we'll have to wait and see. Butler in 7th, Botthut in 8th, and who is that coming into the pits? That would be Dan the Racer. He's coming in as well to change onto a set of hards, I think. Yes, we're just waiting for pretty much everybody to queue to the safety car. Conehouse on the hards, Dan the Racer on the hards. Blocky goes past his teammate. Bit of a mixed tires, of course. Top 3 are on the mediums. 5th and 6th on the mediums as well. So you got 6 drivers on the medium tires in the top 10, and then Sotel way down the field in 17th place on the medium tire. Alright, I think if they catch up to the queue, we should be able to get the safety car back in at the end of this lap. Usually it will tell me by the end of the third sector, but I'm gonna guess no, the safety car will still keep going. Everyone's still trying to warm up their tires. And yeah, no, safety car's still going. No indication from race control. Nope, never mind, there it is. Right when they get to Lebossier. So safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. As the safety car will resort back to its natural habitat in the pit lane. Or Mylander can probably just have a little vacation just for a little bit, and hopefully he won't have to come back out again for another few laps under safety car conditions. Tim at 3 seconds for multiple warnings under the safety car. So Ned will be the control car, and we will get back under green. And we are back under green flag racing once again. Ned leads them over the line from absolute units as he's still trying to get a little bit of temperature into his tires. From Vision to Katu Crap and Big Chich. Big Chich has lost a position from the way it looks from the restart, so he's now behind the Ferraris. He's currently 5th place, Butler right behind in 6th, and Botta as well, but they both got penalties. Foles has gained a spot. Kirby's gained 2 places out of that restart, or was it 1? I think he started was 10th. I think from the restart, so it was 1 position. Yeah, Ned's just trying to bolt as well, trying to get away from the Alpine. There's a strong chance that he might have to make another stop, because he did hit a lot sooner than Ned did. And Ned's got right now a 9.5 lead by the end of turn 10. So he's trying to push. There you go, now the gap's about 1 second. DRS won't be enabled yet until about lap 15. That's when, oh, hello, we've got a spinner. James has spun it at the exit of 12. A lot of people have been spinning around that corner. And look at that, Ned's already built up a gap of 1.3 seconds by the end of that lap. Yeah, so he's trying to push. He is flying. Definitely on those fresher set of medium tires, which could probably help him carry on to the end, as Katu Crap now gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Blocky as well gets 3 seconds added on to his name. Down the Mistral straight they go. Falls right behind the back of the Red Bull of Bodhod. Not close enough there to make any sort of moves. Can't use the RS yet until the end of this lap. Alpine tries to keep the Red Bull a little bit honest. Yeah, look at that, 2 seconds now between 1st and 2nd place. Yeah, Ned is just building up that gap more and more. By every corner he goes. Yes. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Absolute Unit that spun around. Oh, no. The guy representing the French team for... Oh, he's lost it again. Oh, dearie me. He managed to keep the car controlled, at least, somewhat. Doesn't hit the barriers. But he will have to go to the pits, because those tires are smoked. Right, so that now changes everything. So now Ned's got a 3.2 second lead to the Ferrari of Vision. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Absolute Unit. He was having himself a pretty good race. He goes on to another set of memes. That'll be a fresh set of memes, I would assume. Butler, 3-second time penalty there, multiple warnings. Here comes Falls, he's got DRS. He's on the inside of Bodhard into the chicane. Clears him before the braking zone, gets ahead into 5th place. Seconds now between the leader and second. Big Chich moves up to 4th as he's gone ahead of Bodhard as or no. That was actually a while back, sorry. Right now he's all in the back of Cantu Crap. And let's battle the final podium place. All over the back of the Alpine, Bodhard is. We'll get the DRS to his benefit. Which is trying to get DRS on one of the Ferraris. And I think right now at this point Ned seems to be checked out. Got the fresh tires there, and he can just pretty much just bolt like he already has. Here comes Curran though, he's on the inside of Bodhard. Into turn 5. Oh, chops the nose a little bit there. Try to keep him honest. Bodhard was absolutely having none of it. And now you go down the Mistral straight. You will get DRS. Because he's under 1 second between him and False. But Curry's got better slipstream. But he's not close. He almost had the straight line speed to help him out there. Just not enough. Look at that, BCP. He's actually recovered very well after having the opening lap incident there in the seam corner. He went towards the rear of the field for, I don't know what sort of incident it was, but he's moved from the rear of the field to 8th place. Having a good recovery drive there from the Aston Martin driver. Tim, unfortunately, who was fighting in the podium positions, due to the safety cars, reverted down to 9th place. Big Chits right now on the back of those Ferraris. Very much at this point, Kenton Crab, all he has to do is just try to maintain DRS between him and his teammate. So hopefully try to get Big Chits a little bit away from him. But that Mercedes does look pretty quick. As now, oh hello, it's starting to get a little bit gloomy here in France. Clouds are starting to form. This Blocky's got a 3-second penalty, again, multiple warnings. Let's see what the penalty count is. So the winner of all this so far is the Sotel with 11 seconds worth of penalties. Absolutely now sets the fastest lap of the race, but he won't get the penalty as he's not, or not the penalty, he won't get the points. He's not in the top 10. But he does steal the fastest lap away from Ned. There is curving all over the back of that Red Bull. Tries to go around the inside, I think. A little bit close. Oh, but curving's not close enough. He has to hold back a little bit. Yeah, he's going to try to go the inside on Labossiere. Cuts a lot of that corner there, I saw. Not close enough there for the McLaren to get past the Red Bull. He's using a lot of the overtake as well just to try to get... He is all over the gearbox of the Red Bull. He goes around the outside? No, he cannot. He tries again. He's got a better exit as well. He's got DRS. And I think he's cleared him. He does. Curving's up into 6th place. Now I just need to hunt down the Alpine of False. And oh, and was that BCP that went wide? It was. Oh, the two Aston Martins. Those two Aston Martins nearly tangled with one another. Very close to coming together. What was a 3-car scrap is now a 5-car scrap. As the Sotel seems to be spinning more in sympathy. Not having the greatest of times so far here in France. And now Tim's all over the back of Bodhard, but not close enough. Boddard does overshoot the corner a little bit into the chicane. Does not get the best of exits. But still manages to stay ahead of Tim for the time being. Also is under pressure though from that McLaren of curving. And I think while I miss, Big Chich has gone ahead of Can't Do Crap for the podium places. He'll get that no matter what, even if he clears them. He's got a 3-second time penalty and Big Chich does not. Also, it's used a lot of that overtake. Irving's got all the resource he needs just to get past the Alpine. Down the main straight, he's got DRS. There's Tim right behind Boddard. BCP still looming large. Not close enough. Meanwhile, they're back for the podium place. Can't Do Crap and Big Chit still scrapping it out for this battle for the final podium place. Well, that's a little bit wide. That might be a warning there for Can't Do Crap. Oh! Oh! Big crash! Massive crash! And a safety car has been deployed. Boddard and Tim have come together at the Mistral Straight, and Tim has reset himself to the circuit, I think. That was a massive accident between the Red Bull and the Aston Martin. Safety car has been deployed. Right, now the games have changed. So what Ned had was over, what was it, nearly over 9 seconds, is now completely out the door. I think it was like 7 seconds actually. It was 9 seconds when I saw the last interval. Ned stays out. Oh, that's an interesting call. Vision stays out as well. Vision, and now Big Chich, he's coming in. He's going to take the gamble. He's going to go to the soft tire, I think. Everyone, they're all pitting. Everyone's pitting. Literally everyone's coming into the pits. Well, Boddard and Tim obviously have to. That was a massive accident. Soft tires for Big Chich. Soft tires just Can't Do Crap. Right, now it's game on. Vision and Ned stayed out. They're on the medium tire, so they are going to be quite vulnerable. BCP on the medium tire. That's an interesting call. He's going to be swamped. And Blocky, look at this. He was near the rear of the field a little while ago. He's now up to 8th place. Good recovery drive from him as well. BCP right now is in 6th. Wow, the game has changed. Wow, what a massive accident. I'm surprised they didn't retire. They both slammed that wall hard on the right side at turn 7. Tim has got to be very lucky, and same with Boddard. They are very, very lucky. But that might have to be looked at by the stewards at the end of this race. I don't know how they came together like that. But my gosh, they are so lucky that they are retired. That was a massive accident. But yeah, look at that. Nearly almost all the top 10 are on soft tires. Apart from Ned, Vision, Dan the Racer, BCP, and yeah, that's it. Oscar stayed out though too, or Oscar. Absolute Unit stayed out on medium tires. Vision's got a 5-second penalty for speeding. So he's going to go to the soft tire. Oh, Ned is so vulnerable now. He's got almost everybody that's right behind him on soft tires. And he's on mediums, 10-lap mediums, may I remind you. And those tires behind them are shiny, spanking new, New fresh tires. Well, apart from BCP, of course, because they're on mediums. Well, even though they are brand new, I would assume. Shiny tires there for these guys. Cantu Crap, though, does have a penalty. That's the only downside that he's got. Let me see, it's still 3 seconds. It is. So in order for him to get the win, obviously he has to clear Big Chich and Ned and build a 3-second gap. Unless he prays to the gods that those two somehow get a penalty, or even the field behind them gets a penalty. Right, so the second safety car deployed in this race. The first one was because of, I believe it was because of Orphan Drop crashing out. Almost the same area, but it was on the left side of turn 7, the exit of turn 7. This one was because of Tim N and Boda coming together at the exit of turn 7 as well, but their crash was on the right side of the racetrack. Alright, here we go. Safety car is now in this lap. Now we'll go back to his natural habitat once again for the second time. We've got 7 laps left in this race before the checkered flag. Who will win the opening round here in France? Could literally be anybody at this point. And I think Ned's starting to bolt, and he is. There's Big Chich right behind. He's on those soft tires. Green flag. Here in France. Cantu Crap, though, is all over Big Chich. That Mercedes, though, has been looking quick. He gained 4 places on the opening lap. And he's worked his way up to the podium places, and now he's bringing the pressure. He's going to start bringing the pressure on that Alfa Romeo that's in front of him. He's got grip, he's got the tires that he needs, and they are very young. Looks like everyone's pretty much got through that safety car restart under control as well. Big Chich, though, is trying to buy time a little bit. DRS won't be open until lap 24 of the race. Garmin, though, did not look like he had the best of restarts. He's dealing down by a second. As Botta right now is trying to charge for the field. He's up to 10th place, got ahead of Absolute Unit. Right now, half a second between Ned and Big Chich. This battle for the first place position. Lucky right now, there he is, there in 7. He's gained at least a place out of that restart. Vision's got a 3-second penalty. The gap right now is 2.5 tenths. Big Chich with the fastest lap. He is flying. This man is on a mission to catch the Alfa Romeo ahead of him. Oh, he got a little bit squirrely there. He lost a couple of tenths out of that corner. Yeah, Ned's starting to crumble a bit under the pressure, I'd say. And here comes Big Chich. He's got slipstream, but he's not using the battery. He's just trying to save it, buy a little bit of time. Doesn't need to make any sort of moves at the moment. Just needs to stay behind the Alfa Romeo until the time is right. He's got a few laps left in this race. He's going to go for it. Down the inside. Ned's trying to squeeze him. Oh, that was a bit of dodgy defending there, I'd say, from Ned. Squeezed him into the inside before the entry of turn 10. That was very, very dodgy, I'd say. Yeah, Ned is not going to try to give up this position. He's got that Mercedes and that Ferrari looming large. BCP, though, is holding very strong, though, in those mediums. And here comes Big Chich. DRS is now enabled. He's going to go on the outside. He's going to get the move done. He's got him. Into the lead goes Big Chich. He now leads the French Grand Prix. Ned's time being in first place unfortunately comes to an end here on lap 24 for car 24. But I don't think it's quite over just yet, as he will get DRS. But he runs wide, so does Curry. He runs wide as well. Now we run on board with Can't Do Crap. Down the Mistral straight with DRS. Ned's got DRS as well. He's not close enough. Neither of them are close enough to make any sort of move. They have to hold back just a tiny bit. Curry, though, is still there. He's in this fight. Right now, he's looking at second place. Unless something happens to the cars in front of him. BCP, though, holding strong in fifth. He's having himself a pretty good race. From the rear of the field to the top five is definitely a good race in my books. Good recovery drive, nonetheless, from the Aston Martin. Ned's still holding large on the back of that Mercedes-Benz. We'll get the DRS. Big Chase gets a little bit of a squirrely exit. DRS enabled for the Alpha. Gonna go for it, I think. He's getting closer. Nope, he's not close. Not close enough. Big Chase, though, has got to pull away quickly from this field. He doesn't want to try to get any more pressure from that Alfa Romeo. That just does not look like he has somewhat of the grip to get close. He had a little bit of a bad exit, but he will get DRS again down this Mistral straight. Not close enough. We have 3 more laps left into the race. Butler gets a 3-second penalty. Multiple warnings for the AlphaTauri. Right now, as it stands, the podium could be Big Chich, Canticrap, and Curving Texas as your top 3. Or excuse me, Big Chich, Ned, and Curving Texas. Ned, Canticrap has a penalty. Yeah, Ned's doing actually a pretty nice job though, even with 14 lap old tires. He's still trying to hold strong. He's still got some pace though, I'd say, in those medium tires. Yellow flag there. That might be for, I think that's Stone Town. Oh no, it's Conehouse. He spun around. 2 laps to go. Oh, Ned trying to go for a move. Not close enough. Mitchell just needs to hold on. That's all he needs to do. Ned's tires have got to be worn at this point. And look at this. Now he's got the Ferrari on the back of him as well. Curving's all over somewhat in this fight too. Don't count him out. Here we go down the Mistral straight. DRS for the Alfa Romeo, but he's not using overtake. He's just saving it. Beatrice going to defend. He tried to cover the inside. Not close enough for the Alfa Romeo. Ned's got a 3-second penalty. That's the end of his race, I'd say. That is the end of his race unless Big Chicha gets a penalty. And here comes Ned around the outside. He's trying to go around the inside now to Labose. Does the switchback. Big Chicha tries to defend around the outside. Ned pushes him off the track. Ned takes back the lead of the race, but now he's got to push. He's got to push now. He's got a 3-second penalty. As soon as they cross the line, this will be the final lap of the race. This is it now. The final 5.9 kilometers of this race. Big Chicks has DRS. He's got the straight line speed. He's got the lead back before turn 1. And he takes the lead back at the French Grand Prix. Can't Do Crap's not out of this podium fight just yet either. Oh, Big Chicks runs wide. He runs very wide. Now allow Ned to get into the inside. Now Big Chicks around the outside. Contact made there. Catch-up crap trying to go around the inside. He can't make the move. Ned goes very wide there. And he cuts the track as well. He might have to get those places up. I'm pretty sure he does. Catch-up crap. Oh, there's a big contact on the base straight. Oh, they're gone around. Oh my goodness me. And that is the end of the podium fight there for Cantu Crap and Ned. Now it's Kerming in second place. Actually, no, Ned's still in this. Cantu Crap's fight is over. He has no front wing. Wow. Here we go, the final 3 more quarters of this race. What high drama here in France. 2 more corners left. Can Kerming get the move done? This might be a drag race to the line. He's got a better exit, I say. DRS. Does he have enough? No, he does not. Big Chick takes the win here in France by about less than 1.5 tenths of a second. Wins the French Grand Prix from 10th to 1st. Kerming comes home to second place, and keep the applause going for BCP. A podium place after being down at the rear of the field on the opening lap. Takes home 3rd, steals the podium away from Ned. False equation though, good race from him. 5th place for the Alpine driver. Borda comes home at 6th. Great race from him. 10 places he gained in that race. Honest Crook in 7th. Cantu Crap, unfortunately, will have to finish in 8th, but there is going to be some inquiry for what happened between him and Ned. Oh my goodness me. What a race. That was something else. Borda driver of the day, no question about that too. I mean, I could give at least a couple. BCP as well. That recovery drive from being the rear of the field to finishing on the podium, that's a great race as well. Wow. Unbelievable. But the Mercedes-Benz of Big Chick takes the win of the race ahead of Curry, Texas. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some talking in the stewards room, I'd say. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, 11th to 3rd. Actually, that's a good race overall. 8 places for BCP. But it's Big Chicks taking the French Grand Prix and the opening race here in DBS. Oh, unbelievable. Curving Texas 2nd place, but not BCP in 3rd. Then in 4th, Folsom 5th, Ball in 6th. Orange Crook in 7th, Cantu Crap in 8th, Lucky in 9th. Good recovery as well after being caught in some incidents earlier. Absolute unit, unfortunately, was have to settle 10th, Tim Ann in 11th, Butler in 12th, Dan the Race in 13th, Prezzo 14th, James Cruz in 15th, Conrad 16th, Vision 17th. Orphan Drop is the only car that was retired from the race. Oh, I'm shaking after that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm not sure if we're doing podium interviews. I'm gonna ask. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna ask if I can.
Oh, I am literally shaking after that race. That was insane. Just pure drama. I think we're... Alright, BCP has confirmed me. He is a no. Alright, from the way it looks, I'm guessing we're not going to be doing interviews. Yeah, fair enough. We can wait for the race winner. If he responds. If he doesn't, then we'll just call it there. Wow. That was the most exciting 7 laps of the race I've actually witnessed as a commentator for quite some time. The fact that just a lot of drama, incidents, just you don't get that too often in France, but you do get it in this one. Alright, looks like no response from Big Church. Texan PCP have confirmed to me they are no, so I think that's gonna wrap it up. So, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoy the stream. Please leave a like in this stream and subscribe to DBS. We still got a lot more races to come. We've got, let me think. What was it again? 23 rounds? Yeah, no, 24 rounds. 24 rounds. We've got a lot of racing to go. The next one will be in Barcelona, in Spain. So that'll be the end here. My name is K-Knights97. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take care and good night.